set 2 cups on the table every night.
Welcome back to Road to Omaha, guys. It has been a long-awaited hiatus. Ryan is being socially awkward and hiding from the camera. I'm
Like,
scared his technology is just bugging him right now. So this is our Mother's Day special, and we're not just going to be talking about baseball today, boys. We're going to be talking baseball, and I'm going to be playing Minecraft. And Jacob's got his
the sound is not working for me.
I can hear you.
I cannot hear you. I just said to be you and Jacob.
Now can you hear us?
I guess it's just gonna have to be audio with Ryan. I guess I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I think he's trying to get his tech to work. But welcome back to Road to Omaha, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time joining us, I'm Bry. This is Jacob, my first co-host, and then that's Ryan,
I
our
can
second
hear you.
co-host. You can hear me? Okay. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can
hear
see
you.
you. You're like
We can see you. We can see you. All right, chat. Hold on. Can you hear us now? Oh, he's got the Rangers hat on too. He said he'd be wearing the cap of a team that sucks right now. And for as painful as that is to say, I'd say that's unfortunately fairly accurate statement. I'm gonna just tell him to fix his tech issues. Okay, so Ryan's audio is not working, but if you're just joining us, I'm Bry. I am the founder and the first host of this wee little podcast. I also edit and run the social medias for the most part. This is Jacob, my first co-host, LSU Tiger connoisseur, and that is Ryan, the second co-host, who is currently having ridiculously tedious technical difficulties. Now,
All right, now I got to turn the sound down now.
okay, you can hear us now. Perfect. So
the headphones have an apparently, even though they plug in, they have an on and off button for some reason.
okay, so bro just completely forgot that his mic was turned off. All right.
No,
So,
no. The headphones themselves are turned off. My mic was working. You could hear me, right?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Also, before you go on, I got a soundboard now.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's gonna be interesting. But this is our Mother's Day special, so
Are we live?
We are live right now. We are filming. But now that we've got our technical difficulties figured out, I'll introduce us one more time. I'm Bry, the founder and the first co-host. Jacob is the one on the bottom,
Hello?
LSU Tiger connoisseur. He is our first co-host, and then Ryan, our second co-host, the stat man, the Big Ten connoisseur, enthusiast.
I got a pet gorilla.
And Jacob has a pet gorilla. That's right. Okay, well, now we can't hear Ryan. That's oh gosh. Yeah, no, I can't hear you, dude. It was working just fine like 30 seconds ago. Well, okay. So,
Now.
okay, now I can hear you.
Now? Okay,
Yep.
so the soundboard completely makes Discord want to shoot itself in the head 15 times with a 50 cal revolver.
Yeah, it does. It's making it bug out.
Speaking of wanting to shoot themselves, that's pretty much what every LSU Twitter fan wants to do.
That is very true, as with this
Yes.
sweep.
And it says RTO founder is currently playing Minecraft.
Oh yeah, because that leads into what I'm about to lead into next. Because this is the Mother's Day special, I am not just going to be we are not just going to be talking baseball. We're going to be talking baseball, and we're going to be playing Minecraft. Or I'll be playing Minecraft, and I get to show you all my world that I'm working on. But
Is it a server?
No, I could start a realm though, low key, if you
On
want to.
Java or Bedrock?
Java, because Java has
Yeah.
realms now.
Hmm. Let me try to get the soundboard to work again.
And if you are just joining us, this is the best college baseball podcast on the planet, self-proclaimed, obviously, but still, uh, same thing applies. And as always, George R. Buckle provides us with our intro and outro music. So we kindly thank him for
Okay.
providing us with his music for our videos. Now, this is going to be a little bit of an extra long episode, and I don't know. I don't have too much baseball to talk about, honestly. I've only really been paying attention to the
Please
SEC.
tell me you did not hear me testing the soundboard out.
I did not hear that, no.
Okay, so the soundboard does not work. Good.
But I won't lie to y'all. I've been doing so much finals crap the last week and a half that I have not been able to watch too much baseball. So this episode might not be the most baseball oriented episode that we do. Obviously, once the conference tournament starts, and since we're all in summer right now, we can all watch a ton of college baseball. I'm gonna get back to watching a ton of games, and and next week's episode is gonna be a full blown coverage episode. Um, but
All right. So I'm asking to hear you. My having technical difficulties for no reason at all.
I can hear you. We can,
You know
Jacob, you can
what?
hear him.
It's South Carolina
I can
baseball's
hear him.
fault.
Yeah.
Also, we all have hats.
We do all have hats.
Of teams that keep getting progressively worse, starting with A&M, then we have LSU, then we have the Rangers.
See, okay, let me explain the A&M situation. If for everyone that's been living under a rock the last couple weeks, or if this is your source of paying attention
A&M's
to college
had
baseball,
A&M's had a Rocky 2 series, is basically.
well, okay.
To be fair, I'm just gonna say now Auburn's honestly a contender to win it all. They've been playing
Auburn is
recently.
definitely a top three team right now.
Ole
Auburn is
Miss,
ridiculously good.
Ole Miss, game 3, who is that on?
Okay, well, I'll explain it like this, and I'll give you a full breakdown of the last couple series. So the Auburn versus A&M series, right? Number 8 versus number 7. Adelson, super highly touted series, was supposed to be close. And for the last two games were close. But game one, okay, I'll say it straight up. It was pitching that lost us the Auburn series. Um,
Sendeo
we lose
had
game
his,
one 18-5. So
Sendeo had his worst start of the year, and it was the game that ultimately got him benched.
um what ended up happening was is he gives up or not 8 earned runs, like 6 earned runs in the span of about an inning, gets taken out in the second inning. So that that forces Michael Early to have to basically play the bullpen the entire game, which sucks. But also because that was the first game of a doubleheader that we got swept in. Um, Game two was more so the umpire's fault that we lost that game, but also just the fact that we have a lot of injuries right now. College baseball is a game of peaks and valleys, and I'm hoping that this valley does not last for too long. The 24 team had a similar finish to the year. They lost their last couple series, and then they won the final series of the regular season. Didn't do great in the SEC tournament, and then they went on a giant postseason run, obviously, to the College World Series finals, which I'm kind of hoping that's what ends up happening because
Also,
we
I
do have
think
about
we,
3 weeks until the postseason, but to like the NCAA tournament starts.
but
But
anyways, let's probably get started with. Hold up, let me just pull a ESPN up on my computer because it is way better to navigate the game scores on there than on phone because
uh,
let's face it, mobile ESPN is sometimes absolutely terrible.
oh yeah, no, absolutely, I agree. But
Unless it,
to
but let me just pull up. I unfortunately I'll just bring up the Big Ten scores because we didn't really have anyone cover it. Uh, let me go to so Friday apps. Did anything interesting happen Friday? Really? I mean,
not
Iowa got
really.
shut out. Oregon got run ruled. USC beat Nevada because, of course, Big Ten scheduling series is like that. Saturday, USC wins again. Nebraska goes from run ruling Iowa to getting in a 15-11 shootout with them. Oregon beat UCLA 9-6.
No, that's the
And
first
then
conference loss
Sunday,
that UCLA suffers this year.
UCLA wins 9 to. This time UCLA wins 9-6. So literally, what happened in the Big Ten? UCLA finally lost. That's about it.
Yeah, and even then, they didn't lose the series. They still won the series. So honestly, the fact that people were freaking out about, oh my gosh, UCLA, they're human. They lost a game. It doesn't matter because it's just they won the series. So who cares? And they only have one conference loss. So it's like,
Did
you know,
anything even happen in the ACC at all?
not really. Georgia Tech is still being Georgia Tech, and North Carolina is still being North Carolina.
I'm sorry, does that say Cal beat Virginia in one of the games?
Yeah, no, that did happen. Yeah.
Clemson beats Florida State, but Clemson's better than Boston College lost to NGIT.
Yeah, that did happen. Yeah.
Okay, so North Carolina and Georgia Tech sweep. Florida State gets a series win. Virginia loses the series to Cal. That's gonna be honestly, it might knock Virginia out of the rankings.
Yeah, I mean they're not hosting anymore. That's for sure. That's just not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, they went from hosting what, like pretty much like a almost shoe in the host to now they may not even be ranked in the top 25.
You got to be a top 16 team to be a to be a host. A&M is probably going to end up.
Big 12.
What I predict is going to happen with A&M is they're going to win the final series. They're going to end up as like the 8th seed in the tournament after the SEC tournament ends, and then they're going to win the regional and then lose the super regional.
Okay, so Big 12. West Virginia swept Kansas.
That did happen. Yeah, West Virginia's on a heater right now, and I told you West Virginia was the best team in that conference. And for as hot as Kansas has been,
Baylor did win Sunday, but they got killed in the first two games against UCF. I mean, it was the Friday game 8-0, and you lose the Saturday game, and no, this is not a typo, 19-3.
Yeah, Baylor's not a tournament team. They're dead in the water. I mean, that's
Tech's
over.
also kind of dead in the water. TCU's back in the tournament because... I'm sorry, did Oklahoma State might honestly be making a push to get in. They beat Arizona State in the series.
Yeah, Oklahoma State's projected to get back into the tournament. Vandy's basically eliminated at this point.
They lose the series.
They did, yeah, no, they lost
How
to Missouri.
do you lose a series to Missouri?
Because Vandy's pitching is awful. It's awful. It's so bad.
Yeah, this might... Yeah, like Brian said, we're kind of having to zoom through it because there isn't really as much as we haven't been watching it, so we're...
Like I said, we've been busy
Texas,
college students.
but there has been something I've noticed as of lately. Texas does not look like they did at the beginning of the year. They look like a completely different team.
By their pitching, and then they go on the road one time.
Oh no!
And then...
Oh no! Their pitching looks suspect, especially in Game 2. They lost 14-9.
Well, Tennessee is a good lineup, but the problem with Texas is, like I said, is they get carried by their pitching, and then once the pitching disappears, they can't win. And the other thing with Texas is just they don't do well in road environments. They've only won a single road series this year, and that was against an Auburn team that was in a slump. Because I'll tell you what, if they played Auburn again, they would lose that series. They'd probably get swept, honestly.
Yeah, Florida loses the series to Kentucky. No, sorry, Kentucky loses the series to Florida. Gosh, so you can see what finals have done to us.
We're probably going to end up either being number 10 by tomorrow's rankings, or we're going to end up either
Arkansas wins the series despite losing Game 3, 15-10 to Oklahoma. Didn't Bama sweep?
I think Bama swept, yeah.
Yeah, they
Georgia,
squeaked out a win 7-6 to South Carolina.
ladies
today.
and gentlemen, a moment of silence for the reigning champions.
Yeah, LSU at this point, I'd say the eliminated teams in the conference are 1, obviously Missouri, 2, South Carolina, duh, 3, LSU. It is literally mathematically impossible for them to win 13 conference wins now, or to win 13 conference games now. They would quite literally, their only shot at making the tournament is winning the SEC tournament. That is
Goodbye,
their only
LSU
chance.
blanket. Goodbye, other LSU blanket. Goodbye, LSU pillow. Let me change my
Alright, and
shirt.
let me check in the AL, and the Athletics are winning. Goodbye, Rangers hat. Yeah, but off topic. Basically, the reason I also threw Rangers hat is the AL division in MLB is basically like watching LSU baseball.
You know, the American League sucks. The American
But
League is
back on
dog water
topic,
this year.
I honestly think A&M, the reason they haven't been as good the last 2 series, one, Auburn is honestly an elite team, and it would not shock me if they won the national championship.
Well, like I said, baseball's a game of peaks and valleys, and I'll tell you,
Yep, and
Auburn is peaking right now. Auburn is peaking, and A&M is in a slump
A&M,
right now.
they kind of just had, I think this is kind of like a back to earth, like, okay, yes, we're good, but we're still kind of rebuilding a little bit.
It's not even that we're rebuilding. It's just, dude, we're hammered
Still
with
trying-
injuries right now. Partita's hurt. Kellner's hurt. Hakopian's played banged up. Obviously, Josh Stewart blew his elbow out versus OU, so we're down a bullpen arm. Sadeo's not pitching well.
And honestly, let's face it, if he did not get hurt, I honestly think he'd be in the rotation instead of Darden.
Honestly, I could see that because Stewart is definitely a stopper.
And it's nothing against Zendaya, but I honestly kind of feel bad for him because you can clearly see the pressure got him this season, and he just unfortunately he kind of just fell under pressure.
Well, that and also our pitching is. I mean, Sims finally had a couple human starts.
Fire Jason Kelly.
And then Moss. His Linsanity run kind of ended. He didn't have an awful start versus Ole Miss, but it was not great by any means. He's still been phenomenal the last 3 weeks, but Moss definitely came back down to earth a little bit. And Sims, obviously, versus Auburn, he gave up 5 earned runs. He definitely also came back down to earth a little bit.
Yeah, but
I mean, our lineup is hammered with injuries right now.
And the defeat from the jaws of victory has to go to LSU game 1 versus Georgia.
Another typical LSU choke job.
Should LSU fire their pitching coach?
And because of the fact that it is now mathematically impossible for the second place Aggies to catch Georgia, Georgia has won the 2026 regular season SEC championship.
And Texas fans thought they were going to win it.
Well, Texas is going to be stuck behind A&M for second place, so they're going to be a 3-seed in the SEC tournament.
Which probably means they're... Okay, so... Let me pull up the SEC standings. So
I'm not the reason I had to change my hat and jersey. LSU was the reason.
How do you even pronounce what's on your hat?
That says Huey.
Huey Western. Got from Bucky's last summer.
That sounds like something you would find in the middle of Louisiana. Not gonna lie, you would find it at the most random gas station in Louisiana.
Yeah. I don't get why this.
Okay, yeah, Georgia. Okay, so SEC standings. Of course, the bottom 3 are, Vandy's 4th to the bottom. So okay, I don't know how the bracket works. So how would it work?
All right, let me explain how the SEC tournament bracket works.
Let's go Bulldogs.
The top 4 seeds get a double bye, which means that they start their tournaments in the 3rd round.
Okay, so the 3rd round teams, as of right now, are Georgia, A&M, Texas, and Auburn. However, like, if Texas had lost that game, it would have been it would have been Auburn third, probably Alabama fourth. So that
Yeah.
one game.
Well, no,
So like
because
you,
Texas has the tiebreaker over Alabama and Auburn.
so they would have been 15-11 though with an extra loss. Auburn's 16-11 in conference play.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, but the issue with that as well is that Alabama would be ahead of Auburn because they have the tiebreaker over Auburn because they swept
Also,
Auburn earlier in the year.
Georgia's on a 9-win streak.
Yeah, no, Georgia's ridiculous right now.
Yes, so is Auburn's on a 2-win streak. Bama's starting to get hot. The coldest team in the world is South Carolina. They've lost 8 straight.
And A&M, I feel
That-
like they're
apart
gonna
from
heat
that
up
one
after the tournament, but
Apart from that one D3 team that literally went like
Has
what was
Miz-
it,
has
0-32.
Has Mizzo ever been good at baseball?
Mizzou, they've actually been to the College World Series a couple times, surprisingly enough.
Oh,
It's Mizzou. They go up and down. They have like one good year and then they fall off a cliff.
Yeah, Mizzou has been to the College World Series a couple times, but they've never. I don't think they've ever actually won a national title. But,
Also, Tarleton it is looking more and more like a field lock.
dude, they won their conference. They're basically locked at
Yeah,
this
they
point.
won their. I mean, yeah, they won their conference and they came. I honestly, they nearly beat A&M. Let's face it, they nearly beat us.
Yeah, no, Tarleton's really good. They're a good
Also,
team.
Texas. Oh, they almost lost. They almost lost their midweek. What was it? This week or last week?
Last week, it was versus Sam Houston.
And let's face it, Sam Houston choked that game.
They did, yep.
Hey,
But,
so of course, guess what Texas's final series is?
who?
Mizzou.
Of course, they get the freaking cupcake to end the series, to end the season. We have to get a top 10 ranked Mississippi State.
So Texas is probably gonna jump us purely because they're gonna probably end up sweeping Mizzou. Although if they lose to Mizzou, it would be funny.
So, yeah, no, no, because like I said, we would still have the tiebreaker over. No, if they sweep Mizzou and we lose just one game to, yeah,
Like
no,
you said.
they would jump us.
So like you called it, that one game that got canceled is probably gonna be pivotal.
Yep, that might have just cost us the 2 seed, but it's whatever. We're still gonna
It's
get a
fine.
double bye.
We'll play somebody like Kentucky.
Well, maybe we'll see. But yeah,
The Kentucky Wildcats, who I think forgot that they're a basketball school a little bit at times.
I'll tell you this right now. We'll still get a double bye in the tournament, and then I don't know who we're going to end up playing in the tournament, obviously, because we'll have to figure that out. I hope if we can just get this series win versus Mississippi State next week to close out the season. I don't even care if Texas jumps us. We'll be in pretty good shape, and then we'll have Partita coming back. Hopefully, Hakopian will start to get healthy again. Hopefully, Kellner will get healthy again, although he's got a freaking fractured orbital bone in his face. I have no idea how long Kellner's going to be out.
Perfect Game released their final field 64 projection. Oh wait, no, that is from 4 years ago. Why is it the third result that pops up? It's 4 years old. Why?
I'm also playing
Alright,
Minecraft right now.
D1 baseball. Currently they have they have 4 to watch. They have Vandy and LSU, and they're 4 to watch.
Oh,
just
that
'cause
was
they
from
can make
last week.
Yeah, they haven't updated it yet.
That's
But
gonna get updated
Baseball
on Tuesday.
America have it. Baseball America also has one. What a Georgia SEC title means for the field. The Big Ten picture.
Yeah, no, it's.
Big Ten's only going to send 5 teams at most.
Well, yeah, the Big Ten's a freaking poverty conference.
Yeah, right now they have. Don't they have Tarleton? That's like a 4 seed.
Yeah, in a regional.
What's their conference again?
The WAC.
Baseball America still thinks Cal Baptist is going to win it because Baseball America is not as good as D1 baseball.
They still think that Cal's going to win. Cal Baptist is going to win the WAC. The WAC's already been decided. Tarleton won.
So Tarleton is confirmed to be in the field of 64 then.
Yeah, because they won their conference.
Georgia's going to be in it, well, but let's be real. Georgia's been in it since the start of April.
Georgia's been ridiculous all year long. I don't think anyone was going to catch Georgia.
Honestly, right now, my national championship pick, I think UCLA is still going to be there, but it's going to be Georgia Auburn in that other game.
Probably. Honestly.
And honestly, if it's Georgia, I could see Georgia winning in 3.
My pick, I would probably UCLA is the most complete team, but I'm leaning more towards Georgia now. But overall,
I'm leaning towards Auburn right now. They've got much better pitching than both of those teams.
I may have to pick. I may still have to pick UCLA though.
You know what? The UGF Pandas.
Nah, I got to pick Auburn. Honestly, Auburn has a more complete rotation. Their offense is clutch.
The UCF Pandas.
No, the UGF Pandas. It's a
UGF.
reference. It's a NCAA 14 created team on YouTube.
Oh,
Which
the UMHB Crusaders.
And
UMHB
and the McClendon Community College Highlanders have won the College World Series.
I think they've won a couple junior college World Series.
They have, yes.
This has been the most what's the term for kind of lethargic episode we filmed?
It's not lethargic. It's just a lot more laid back, simply just because we're all exhausted from school. But like I said,
I've been working since 7 a.m. this morning. I did yard work and then some more yard work and then I worked a shift.
And this is the first time I've done a podcast outside my apartment in Baton Rouge.
Oh, dude!
Hey,
Ryan,
welcome.
I'm so cooked on Saturday.
You're closing.
Yeah, I'm closing Saturday.
Are you closing? I'm working. We might have to cut that out because we cannot have the viewers doxing you.
What do you mean?
They can not. If they find out you work Saturday, they might just pull up.
Yeah, what? Our freaking 10 viewers that we have?
Oh, so Jacob, welcome to the nicer neighborhoods.
No, but like
I get to have all the Bluebell ice cream and chicken fried steak I want for the next 3.5 months.
What were you mainly eating in Louisiana?
Gumbo.
No, I was actually eating more. I was actually eating quite a bit of shakes. I'm surprised I've never had a po' boy in Baton Rouge. I usually just, I don't know, New Orleans seems like they just have better Cajun food.
Oh, that's so true. That, and obviously the seafood is
and their fried chicken.
Yeah.
Did you say you were having Shake Shack?
Yeah.
Dude, Shake Shack is so
I have never
gas.
had Shake Shack.
It's so
The one
good.
in Baton Rouge is probably my favorite.
Also, apparently, according to someone that was an RTC that used to live in California, the Waco In-N-Out apparently has some of the worst In-N-Out fries they've had.
I don't know. I love In-N-Out fries. They're delicious.
Well, it's not that they're bad, but apparently, I believe California In-N-Outs have even better fries.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. In-N-Out's from California, so obviously that's going to be the case. That doesn't shock me at all.
Alright, but also, honestly, how many fights do you think break out in the SEC tournament this year? There's always like one fight.
There's always one fight. Again, maybe.
Wasn't there a fight in the bleachers that game?
No, not to my knowledge.
I swore I saw a clip of like some Texas fan getting rowdy for an Aggie, and Aggie immediately knocked him out or something. The Texas fan was like, because the Texas fan was like grabbing towards him.
Oh, typical T-SIP behavior.
I mean, we're talking about the mainly casual T-sips, mainly the T-shirt fans, because the true ones don't actually take those fans into their fan base sometimes.
Oh no, most of the
Because let's face it, half the T-shirt fans probably went to UTSA.
there they went to like Texas State or something like that.
Speaking of UTSA, aren't they projected to be back in the field?
Yeah, they're like a 3 seed in a regional. They're projected to be in our regional.
So it's UTSA, A&M, probably some random school nobody's ever heard of, and TCU.
Right now, it's UTSA, Oklahoma State, Oral Roberts, and us.
Oh, great! We probably get one of the best 4 seats because Oral Roberts always does surprisingly good.
Oral Roberts has been to the College World Series multiple times.
We get
really
Oklahoma
good.
State, who's always a sleeper, and we get UTSA, who you can never sleep on because I mean we also what happened last year to Texas.
Texas, yeah,
but honestly, what's Texas's regional?
The Austin Regional.
Yeah. I know it's Tarleton and TCU are two of the teams. Who's the other team?
I haven't checked. Like I said,
honestly, I could see Tarleton. No, not Tarleton. I could see TCU potentially winning it based on TCU's kind of got their mojo again.
Yeah,
but
I could.
It wouldn't shock me if Texas completely blows through that. But again, just their bullpen cannot be trusted as of lately.
You cannot trust other than Sam Kozart.
Also, my biggest question is, how did we let that Ole Miss pitcher completely dice us up like that?
Well, other than the fact that
Jacob is look maxing into the camera for some reason with the gorilla costume.
Well, I'll tell you this, other than the fact that, half of our lineup is injured right now and Hakopian is playing with a bum leg right now. We were just chasing. Our approach to the plate sucked on Saturday in Game 3 of that doubleheader.
So, is Bear Harrison's batting average above the thing yet?
Dude, Bear is batting like 280 right now. He's been really good the last couple weeks.
Yeah. And then there's that one D3 school that you could probably walk on and immediately be the starting hitter and pitcher.
Well, I will also say
it's like a D3 school with like an average.
Right now.
Yeah, D3 school with an average ERA of like 20 something.
Unfortunately, Jake Dewar is also slumping. He's one of our best hitters, and his batting average has dropped from like 350 to the 300 even. He's been awful the last couple weeks. Sorrell's also been kind of cold too. So it's just a mix of all kinds of crap. A big pile of crap.
All the LSU's 2026 baseball team.
That's who, yeah.
I mean, that's mainly just pitching. You need to fire your pitching coach if we're being real here.
Yeah, pitching coach has got to go. I want to just completely forget that this season ever existed. Unfortunately, we will have one more week of torture, but luckily I'll be
Where are you playing?
in a foreign country this next week, so I won't be able to stream any of it. Not like I wasn't even watching any of the games this weekend either.
Well,
and also that reminds me. Next week, if until May, I'll be out of town until May 22nd, but y'all will probably not see me the next stream or two because I will be it's a 7-hour time difference in Austria. It'll be 4:30 in the morning when they do it at 9:30 here. So,
I mean, because I'm gonna be. I mean, I don't know what time I'm gonna be getting back from my dad's Sunday.
Yeah, because it. Oh yeah,
it all depends on Dallas traffic.
Oh
so
yeah,
y'all do. So I might have to low key carry on next Sunday.
It depends on how tired I am from driving from Dallas.
Because it'll be.
This is gonna be my first time driving to Dallas solo.
I've done it before. I've done it many times.
You know what? I honestly am considering just cutting through Fort Worth because the tolls are cheaper.
That's fair. But
And because
ladies and gentlemen,
who wants to
sorry.
deal with Dallas North Tollway?
Ladies and gentlemen, next week's episode obviously is going to be more in depth. We apologize for the shortness of this episode, as like we said,
Honestly, you know what? Let's low key just combine the next 2 episodes.
you know what, I agree. Obviously, this video is going to be going up tomorrow on Monday, but this was more of kind of just like a life update for all of
Just
us
like
slash chill out episode.
yeah, just kind of like the raw, unfiltered episode for the first time since our other co-host Cameron was on.
And then for what next season is going to look like, obviously, the way that this season is going to play out, our content outage is going to ramp up as the postseason progresses. Like, there's going to be a ton of SEC tournament coverage. There's going to be a ton of postseason coverage. And then obviously, we're going to have so much coverage on the College World Series and the regional, super regionals, all that stuff. But this week was kind of just
Okay, I have
a
an
catch up
idea.
episode. What's up?
I have an idea.
What?
Since baseball season is this short, I think we should do something similar to this for college football.
Honestly, we should. We should do some college
Because it
football.
Yeah,
would,
we
and we
should.
could still film on Sundays because most of the games are done by then.
Oh, yeah, all the games are done.
Except for Notre Dame because they have like 3 conference games on Sunday because it's Notre Dame.
Well, Notre Dame isn't in a conference. They're an independent.
Oh, you know what I mean? They schedule like ACC teams.
Oh yeah.
Why am I? What is this email I'm getting? I swear I'm getting like 50 scam emails nowadays.
But this is
Baylor
kind of
account termination. Oh, I forgot. They have to terminate and redo my Baylor account every year because I'm technically a crosstown student.
with that being said, the way the next baseball season is going to look like, I will be at Texas A&M, so I will be filming from a dorm.
I will
I will be
still
filming
be.
from inside my house.
I will still be local as I will remain in Waco for at least the next year. After then, it will just depend on how things go with RTC. If I do RTC the next 2 years, I will be probably filming from Waco still, because I'm not going to pay for Baylor housing, even if I get a full ride to Baylor.
That's fair.
But if that doesn't work out, either here or A&M, probably I might transfer into A&M.
Do the core cadets or something like that, and then
Probably not core cadets, but just like transfer in, because right now, update, I will be able to get those 2 updated, so I'll finish this semester at 5 A's and one high B, which was an 86.5. So
I'm proud of you.
gotta maintain.
You said that was
competitive
a 3.8.
like about a 3.8. Last semester I had like a 3.3, so first year
It's like a
3.5 ish.
3.5 GPA. It's like a 3.5 GPA.
Yeah, which is right where I need to be competitive for scholarships.
3.5 or a 3.8?
3.5.
3.5 for not UCLA. Actually, no, UCLA probably would want a 4.0. Let's be real.
But Jacob will still be at LSU, but he bought a house. Look at him go, so fancy.
I'm not doing another year of dorm
Bought a
life
house
/ apartment life for me.
In this economy. Yeah, I don't
that
blame you.
was.
I'm low
I
key.
mean,
I'm gonna try to find an apartment after my dorm here, because unfortunately, since I'll be a first year student at A&M, I have to use the dorms. This is my first
yeah,
year on campus.
yeah. You get an A&M, I'll do the same thing. But yeah, I'm not gonna get an apartment or dorm right now. Just let it home because one, don't have to pay rent, and two, have you seen how expensive apartments in Waco are?
Yeah, I have. No, I have.
It's like
But
$400-$500 a month. So I'd be spending I would have to get a second job and be spending all my money on expenses and rent, which leaves really any room for gas.
well, we'll be posting
Plus, I
clips to our
wouldn't have
social
food money.
medias. I need to send Ryan clips. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm gonna get some clips done
Follow the
on Monday and
TikTok, by
Tuesday.
the way.
Follow the TikTok.
TikTok
Follow the
is up.
Instagram.
If you have a shorter attention span or just like watching funny clips of Bryant ranting or Jacob with the paper bag on his head, go follow the TikTok. Or me
But
just going on at rants, although That might get boring.
But with that being said, this was kind of a catch-up episode
Oh,
for us.
geez, that was a big flash.
Make sure to tune in next week as we will have full in-depth coverage of the final weekend in the Power Four conferences.
And we will also do our conference tournament predictions if the conference brackets are out. If not, we might film like a separate episode on like Tuesday or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have our new mascot. Jacob, what's its name?
His name is Greg.
Greg the Gorilla. That's our mascot.
Greg the Gorilla is the mascot. But also, after baseball season ends, stay tuned for the fall as well, because we'll try to get a football podcast going. If
we'll
time
have
permits.
some college football content developing for us. But with that being said, after the college baseball season does end, though, we will take the summer off. There will not be uploads for the rest of the summer after about June 24th, which will be the end of the College World Series.
Unless a crazy thing happens like in 2024. If we had this going in 2024, we would have done a postseason content for Jim Schlossnagel. But no postseason content unless there's like a wild move or coaching move or something.
You mean off-season content?
Yeah, no off-season content, but stay tuned for football content where it will pretty much be the same thing. Me doing stats and ranting about Baylor and A&M doing stuff, mainly Baylor, probably. Bryant's tweaking about A&M's offensive coordinator, probably, and Jacob tweaking about LSU's football team, probably.
Oh, Greg.
And if Cameron
why are you hitting Jacob? Stop it, Greg.
And if Cameron shows up for the football thing, get ready for him absolutely meat writing Texas, even if they win 38-37.
But with that being said, we say so long from Waco. Everybody wave. Greg wave. The mascot.
Greg says,
yeah.
Greg says hooey or something.
And with that being said, goodbye and so long.
I still set 2 cups on the table every night.